Hi, well today I've done a 3-hour workshop on small world play, which is generally in play therapy world, when we think about small world play, we think of sand tray use and the use of symbols and objects. We would call it little miniature toys type thing in the sand. But actually there's another part of that. It comes from the Margaret Lowenfeld theory, going way back, 1920 something. She started looking at this when she was helping children who'd been through a war situation and giving them small toys to play through feelings, events, situations, projections, whatever, to help them make a shape of their world and start to have some sort of understanding. So it's Lowenfeld, which was then some work with Dora Kauf, who was a strong sand play worker, and Lowenfeld started an institute in London, all of that sort of stuff, and da-da-da-da. But our work today is very much based in Dora Kauf and Lowenfeld and Jung. And from that we decided to, when we were looking at doing the conference today, I spoke to Monica about let's do something different, and I felt small world play using dolls' houses, farms, castles, stables, whatever we wanted to bring, would be something different because it's not something that we include in our training. And yet it's something that's really used in the playroom with not only children but also adults, because I work with adults as well as children. And an adult will use a doll's house for a farm just like a child will, to work through maybe a situation that they want to explore. I used the case in my workshop this afternoon, there's photographs up on the screen, of a child who is borderline neglect in his family, and he uses dolls' houses on a regular basis, and he uses dolls' houses to either show what he's got or not got, or what he would like. So obviously I can see that they're very, very different. And he has no dialogue. He doesn't want to explain anything. He doesn't need to explain anything, because he just needs to put the bits and pieces in. He sometimes has a little conversation to himself, but I'm not included in that. I'm just sitting and holding the situation. And he can explore what he wants to explore by using the dolls' houses. And that's been extremely helpful to him. And he's worked on that. So today I brought in 7 dolls' houses, 2 farms, 2 castles, and some trays of compost. Dark trays with the dark compost in for people to make small worlds, little tiny houses, little tiny trees. Because it's really dark. And why shouldn't we look at the dark as well as the light? You know, so it's really interesting. And 1 tub of water so people could make an underwater scene if they wanted to, and a couple of people did that. So they've all come to the workshop, they've explored whatever they want to explore. I brought in complex case studies for people to use. Nobody needed them. They all used the client that they wanted to live through, explore, understand whatever they wanted. And that's what they've done. They've done that with a partner and swapped over, and then we've talked about it at the end. So I think it's been quite interesting for people. They've gone off thinking about things differently, and certainly saying, when can we have more? So I'm hoping to introduce this as a workshop for CPD points for our members, and certainly we'll think of bringing it to the next conference, and maybe working it so people can have the opportunity to have experience of doing one workshop and another workshop or something. But it's been, I think, very effective. My cart is full, absolutely to the brim, of soldiers and knights and people and furniture and trees and everything else, but it's been worth it. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.